And so the rescissions have come down, and this is what it looked like. We covered this last week, but this is when Trump dropped it. He says, yeah, it's being rescinded, and I'm following the law. Impoundment Control Act of 1974, which is what they passed when they were very upset with Nixon when he was rescinding funds, or impounding funds rather. He says, I'm reporting the president, your favorite president, 15 rescissions of budget authority totaling $4.9 billion. The proposed rescissions affect programs at the Department of State and USAID, and it's now canceled. And so enjoy it. Now, Trump also submitted a response to this in the courts, explaining why this is not irreparable harm, why they're not entitled to money endlessly as government grifters. And we'll come back to it. But here is the reaction from the left. Very upset about this. Over from the Hill, they said, Trump tosses a grenade, all right, into the GOP shutdown battle with pocket rescissions. Pocket rescissions grenade. Yes, we're for them. Says here, President Trump's new effort is canceling more money, pocket rescissions, and look, here's a roundup of all the people screeching about it. Chuck Schumer, he said in a statement, Trump and congressional Republicans are hell-bent on rejecting bipartisanship and going it alone this fall. All right. He says the country's staring down next month's funding deadline on September 30th. It's clear that neither Trump nor the Republicans have any plans to avoid an unnecessary shutdown. Susan Collins also came out. She was crying about it. She posted this over here. She said somewhere, where did I have that? From Susan. Yeah, right here. She said, Congress has received from the administration a $4.9 billion package of proposed rescissions of funding that have previously been appropriated, says Susan Collins. Given that this package was sent to Congress very close at the end of the fiscal year, when the funds are scheduled to expire, this is an apparent attempt to rescind appropriated funds without congressional approval. Now, the GAO has concluded that this type of rescission is unlawful. We don't think so. And we don't really care what the GAO has to say about it, because they're not running the country. They're not the president, all right? Trump is. Thank you, Susan. Says Article 1 of the Constitution makes clear that Congress has the responsibility for the power of the purse, says another constitutional illiterate. Yeah, that is true, but Congress, your branch, Susan, delegated all of that over. Actually, that's not true. They didn't delegate any of it over. This has been within the executive branch from the get-go. Let me be clear about that. This is the tension between the take care clause and the necessary and proper clause. Necessary and proper is the power of the purse. Appropriations. They didn't even have to delegate it.